So this is the result you can see over here. um, so I'll be building this from scratch. um, Let me turn on the measurement. This is the high poly uh, model, but we'll be creating a low poly at first, like this, and then we'll add some segments to give support for the edges to add mesh modes and traverse modes, and then we'll finish up our modeling. So I've got some blueprints here and even some reference of a fighter plane that's F-16D. You can go over to the internet, or I think I'll be providing you guys with project files. So I've got some good reference of the fighter plane, so it's good to collect some reference before you model anything. So we'll be looking at this reference and then modeling that. So I think okay, we have a long way to go, so let's get started. I'll just delete all this and then just unhide all. Sorry, let me delete that one. Anything else? Okay. So I've already set up my blueprints. I won't be covering this in my tutorial because there's already a tutorial on CGTuts featuring blueprints in 3ds Max. Here is quick tip: create and set up blueprints in 3D Studio Max using Photoshop. So go ahead and check that tutorials, and you can find some more tutorials on setting up blueprints over internet. So go ahead and look at that. So I'll be skipping that for now. Okay, so I think they are in correct places. If not, I'll try to manage them. Okay, let me just have a look at it. Okay, I think it's alright. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Okay, that's not a problem then. There won't be any problem, I think. I think we have a little bit issues for this top one, so let me move it a bit backward. This front one, I think. Okay, I think we have set up the blueprint correctly. Okay, now let's start our modeling. So we will be starting with very low polygons, and finish up the base mesh first. So take a cylinder and draw in. Actually, it's not a front; it's back views, because just because of some issue, I just used back view. That won't be a problem for us. Okay, so we have very much polygon for the cylinder, so let us go to modify panel, and then we don't need any height segments, to 1, and size to, let us go about 12. So going to 12, we get a sim in just between, so we can just symmetry it later on easily, so you won't have any problem later on. So that's why I'm using 12, and it's a good number of polygon to model as well. The color black is a little difficult to see, so let me open material editor and apply a standard material to it. Okay, I think it's okay. Now let me look at the left view and press Alt X, select the object and press Alt X to turn on the X-ray. Okay, now let's convert it to editable poly. Convert to editable poly, and then just select the two faces and delete it. We won't be needing that. Okay, that's it. Now let's go to left view, Alt W to maximize it, and then mm, I think it's pretty big. Okay, so we need to match up with this one. So let me select all the vertex in front, just scale them down and just pull them up and just try to match up the blueprint. Okay, and similarly let me just first match it up with this part. I think we're going to mold that this I think it's in a tail part that separately, so for now just manage it up to this much. Okay, let's add some segments in between them. So select the edges, select all, and then go to connect. Let us do 2 segments with no pinch, no slide. Okay, now selecting just this one, let us match this one up with the blueprint as well. So don't worry about this this part, so and that will be extruding later on. So first now just this one, and then just go to vertex so that it'll be easy to select. Okay, I think it's almost okay. We need one more segment out here, so same process, select all the edges, connect, and this time just one segment, slide it down. Okay, and let me scale it a little bit up. Okay, that's good. It looks that it matched up properly. Okay, that's alright. Okay, now let's go to top view and try to match it up over there as well. Let's see what we got. Go to vertex, just scale this up just in X axis so that it does not mesh up in our left view. So let's try to match it up in top view as well. Okay. It's pretty good going on. Okay, this, and then let me just turn this one up. Sorry, just in x-axis. Don't forget that. Okay, this one. Okay, I think it's pretty good. And if you need any changes, we can come back later and do it again. Okay, now let us create this top part. So for that we'll be using a sphere. Okay, and sphere we're going to use segment same as we did for cylinder, that's 12. And then just move it forward. Let me do full screen for the left view, and then just scale it on the x-axis so that it tries to match up to more, I think. Okay, just press Alt X for the X-ray, and then just convert it to editable poly. Okay, select the faces and delete the half part. Okay, now go to vertex, select all the vertex, and again try to match this up with the blueprint as well. Okay, that's good. Okay, now let us check that. Okay, the segments are close enough so that we can weld it easily. Let me move them up, slide a bit. scaled it down. Same thing with these other two. For this point as well. And don't worry for this part, we'll be doing that later on because we'll have to do lots of symmetry, might be, so we need to do cut it into half, so it might give us some problem. So for now let it be. Okay, I think it matched up properly in left view, so let's get back to top view and match it up, and this time just scale in x-axis. Sorry, this one a little bit. Just play around with some vertex, or you can also select eases and just try to match up the blueprint. I think we need to get back here and scale this one a bit as well. Okay, that's good. Okay, now let me attach this with this one, and then go to vertex, select all this vertex and weld. So increase the threshold. Okay, you don't need to go that far. Okay, that much is enough to weld that. So check whether anything is wrong or not. If alright, okay, then you can just press Ctrl X to go to the smooth shade. Okay, that's for the piece. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is this part, that's like a place for the pilot. Let's go and have some look at the reference. What does that look like exactly? Okay, that's actually a glass. So okay, you can see it like here, here as well, over here as well. So let's go ahead and create that. So I think we need to add one segment over here, so go to ease, select all, connect, and slide it down a bit. Okay, and then so we'll be extruding, I think, this part, this part. I think it will be good, so we'll be scaling it at the top, so I think it will be good. Okay, let us just extrude it, extrude, and then with the group, or I think local normal by polygon. No problem, group will be good, but it's going into the wrong direction. I don't know why. Okay, no problem, we can manage it later on. Press Alt X and then let me just scale it down and then move it. Okay, now we can just go to vertex and try to line it up to match up the blueprint. Okay, I think we need one segment over here, so go to Edge, select all the connect, slide it over. Okay, let me make this line straight since I don't need it bended like this. So go to make planar on G-axis, that's alright, and then scale it a bit, move it up. Okay, go to vertex, just move this slide over. Let's watch how's it in perspective view. Okay, that's pretty good for our base mesh. Okay, we'll give it a little more detail later on, so I think we'll leave it like that for now. mm, okay, no problem, detail can be done later on. So we'll first just build up the mesh for the fighter plane, and then later on we'll slowly add on details. uh, but we won't be adding too much detail in this tutorial, since it's just going to be teaching you how to create a low poly plane, so it won't be covering up too much detail part, but I'll try to do as much detail as I can. mm, so I think there's something weird going on here. No, it's alright, I think. Okay, let's go to back. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's leave for that back view. That won't be a problem for us. So now the next part we're going to create is the tail part. So we'll be extracting it from this. So let me select the border ease and shift and drag, sorry, move it so that you can get extruded. So cut it down and then just select this polygon and sorry, and detach. Let's name it TIL. Okay, actually I think the tail is known as for this part, but no problem. I think name doesn't matter. Alt X to turn on the X-ray mode, and then same thing, line up the blueprints. Go to A's, select one, ring, connect, no slide, no pinch, one segments. Okay, that's good. And then this, go to vertex, this part, just rotate it, slide a bit. It's alright. So we're going to leave it uh, with just basic shape as well. For our base, we'll do a little. Let us go ahead and do a little more for this part, and then move it, pressing the shift key. I'm just using the shift key to extrude the edges. Okay, that much. Okay, I think we're pretty much done for the body part now. Once let us have a look at top view. Alt X. Okay, it's only in x-axis. This one as well. Okay, that's good. Now I think we're ready to move for the wings part. So if you see closely, the wings is attached from here, and then like this back here up to this part, and then there is one front wing separated here, and then the back small wing, it's here. So let's have a look at some of our reference. So you can see it's connected from here up to the back, and it's thick at the back. At front it is thin, and the wings are here, so like that. Okay, so it starts at the same place from where this glass, or the place where the pilot is started. So let's move back to max. So we can also see it right here, but I think we don't have any segments, so we'll select this and go to A's, ring. No, I don't think that will be a good idea to ring that part. and undo it, and then just go ahead and okay, I think what we can do with this is okay, we can just move this part a little backward, a little bit, not too much, so I know that it meshes up a little bit with our blueprint. Okay, but that won't be a problem. We can just extrude it from right here, and later on we can just change it. So up to how much part? I think we have up to almost this part, so just leaving one face back there, selecting from I think from this one. Yeah, okay, that'll be good. From this part, and don't worry about the other parts because we are going to duplicate that later on, mirror it. So I think it will be the good place. Let us have a look at on the front viewport. I think this up part will be better. Okay, now let us extrude it. Group. Okay, and then okay. No problem. W. Move it down. And just scale it on the x-axis to make it straight, and on y to make it thin. Oh, sorry, I think I extruded it too much. Since we don't need it up to that far, we can just decrease it. Press Alt X again to view in X-ray mode, so that it will be easy to line up with the blueprints. Okay, now again go back to vertex mode, and then just match it up with our blueprint. Let me just give it slight angle out here. Okay, that won't be a problem. Okay, now let us add some segments. Right here, one, connect, slide it, okay, vertex, one right here as well, connect, slide it down, okay, and vertex, select this one and just move it apart. Okay, now same thing over here, just ring and then connect, slide it over here, okay, vertex, that's it, I think. Just move it a little down, and then okay, that's good. Alt X, okay, that's pretty good. So we have got, I think this one's a little up, so select these two vertices and then you can just move them down. Okay, now go in top view, select all the edge vertex. So because we need to scale them down, they are much more thinner and real, so just scale them down on G axis. that's alright. We have getting some issues right there. Okay, this part right here, that'll be alright. It's, I think, thin enough, but this part here, it's much more thicker. So go to vertex and then move this vertex a little up. And this one a little down as well. Okay, let me move this one up. Or we can even go ahead and select all these edges and then just connect it. No slide, I think. Okay, planner on G, move it a little forward, and then we can just scale that out. But first let us match this one. Go to vertex and then just move it a little bit down, this one a little bit up, this part. Oops, I think we have the blueprint issue right back there, so I think we need to move up the blueprint, and that's alright. And then for this edge, just select these two vertex, just scale them down, and even this two, and then move them down. These two as well, move them down. I think color it's alright. Select these two, move them up, these two, and move them up as well. With this one, let's deselect other vertex if selected any. Just move them up. Okay, that's good. No problem. Let's move these a little more up. I think it'll be good like this. Okay, that's it. That's good. That's all right now. Let us extrude the wing part. But first, let us go ahead and I think for this one we'll delete this segment outer. It is giving us a little bit weird look. Sorry, control backspace, and then just shrink them down. Hey, or maybe I think it is good to extrude them out. Okay, let me just shrink them down. This one as well, and then let me just extrude maybe from this part to maybe I think up to this. Yeah, I was right. So just extrude them. Just very less value. Okay. And again, try to match up the blueprint correctly. Okay, that's good. It looks pretty good till now, but we have a lot more way to go. Okay, now let us add one segment right in here. Select Ace ring, connect, no pinch, no slide, just one segment. Okay, and then we don't need any segments right in here. So I think we're almost ready to extrude this part as well. So I can go to perspective, view, alt X. I'm pretty good. Okay, let us extrude, selecting 1, 2, and 3 faces, and then just extrude them out with some little values, and then go to top view again and match up the blueprints. So it's pretty straight, the wings are pretty straight, so you don't need to match up too much. You don't need to add too many segments in here because the lines are pretty straight and it is matching up pretty good just with these segments, but we may need to add it later on, so for now just leave it at that. Alt X, so I don't think that let's go to front view once. Then I think we're having some issues with front view blueprints. Okay, that's alright. That's good. So let us match the wing ones. Scale it straight down. A little bit thickness. Just straight on the x-axis. Okay. Let's move this part. Okay. Okay, just tweak on the vertex, try to match it up as better as you can. Okay, like that. Scale it up a bit. Okay. And that. Alt X. And then just select these down vertex. And I think we need to move them down. Not this one, maybe. A bit up. Sorry. Okay. That looks pretty good. And set this down vertex again. Up to the back part, and then just pull a little down. Okay, if you see here, you have got a little thick at the back and thin at the bottom. Okay, so for that, select this one. Just move it up. And just add one segment right in here. I think we need 2 segments. 2 without pinch, without slide. Oh, sorry. We need pinch and then also slide as well. To about here. Okay. And then Select this one, grab this one and then pull it down, grab this one and pull it up. Okay, and grab this one, just pull it in and then up again. This one also, I think we need to move it back a bit and inwards. Okay, so that's alright. Let us play around a little more to get more better result. Okay, so if you want to thicken up these wings, you can just scale it up anytime you like, but I think it's not being straight, so let's try to do planar ones. Sorry, the X not on the G. Okay, it's not being so alright, so that looks straight enough. Okay, okay, no problem. This looks great, and for this part I think to move them up for front as well. Straight. That's good. Okay, it looks good till now, I think. So you can make some few adjustments later on. Now let us go with this back tail right here. So for that, I think let's add some segment right over here. Connect one segment, no slide, maybe slide a little bit. Okay, and then what we can do is select this is ring and then connect it down, or maybe two with some pinch. Okay, and now let's select these three faces, maybe not three, only two, and then just extrude them out. Okay, and go to vertex and just line it up. Okay, for this part right here, what we're going to do is select this face only and then just extrude them. Okay, just scale it down, and then just and just to match it up. All text. Okay. Okay, so we have got 4 poly right here, so we won't be having any problems. Or maybe let's just move this up. This one as well up, and then let us just extrude that part. So for the down one, X. This two part. Let's extrude. Okay. Vertex. Move it down. Vertex one more time. Move them up. So this. Sorry. Alt X. We're getting really weird result right here. Let me try to just scale this up. Then this all part, and then just sorry. Let me just go to this one. Okay, that's good. For this one. So we're having a little bit problem right in here for scaling. I don't know why. Let's press J. I don't know why, but don't worry, I'll try to fix that later on. Okay, I think it's pretty good for now. Just try and match up the blueprint as much as you can, and sometimes just the blueprints are just not enough, so have a look at the reference, and also sometimes try to think on your own. Okay, I got something really weird back in here. What was that? I didn't know. Okay. For this one also Alt X to remove that from the X-ray mode. Okay, just let me save this file, save as, and then F16D base mesh. Okay.